It's and it's 7:30 a.m. in Australia, so I'm 7 hours behind. 7.5. Actually, I think it's 8 hours. 8 hours actually. 8 hours now. I don't know. I'm very confused with times. So yeah, I'm at a hotel. Believe it. I cannot believe it. I'm just trying to figure out, pull myself together to get everything ready for bed. Because yeah, tomorrow we go adventuring. My favourite thing, right? Just kind of cleaning up my mess. There's kind of stuff everywhere. But that's okay, right? I just literally just moved in. We're staying 2 nights here. Not obviously saying where I'm staying. Debbie Sue, I'm here. I'm in South Africa. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's midnight here. Hey, Matt, how you going? It's midnight here. I'm not going on for long. I just want to say, hey guys, I'm here. We made it. We made it to South Africa. Now, if you saw me like 3 hours ago, I was like, I'm so tired. I was like holding my eyes open like that tired because I didn't sleep on the plane. It was an 11-hour plane trip. And because I left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Perth time, which is 5 o'clock in Brisbane time, and then we arrived here at 9 o'clock at night the same day. So kind of back in time kind of thing. So yeah, I didn't sleep because I'm sleeping. Well, so basically I can sleep now and, be accustomed to the South African time. So yeah, I'm in South Africa. I can't believe it. Do you want to see a room tour? Room tour? I'm not going to take you outside, obviously, and I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing with these Pyrex dishes, but we could cook and. I don't know. Maybe that's for the microwave, I guess. There's nothing to cook in. Debbie Sue, cup of tea. Coffee machine. I don't drink coffee, but anyway. French. Obviously, I've made myself at home already. And bathroom. Yes, Nicholas, I've arrived. Hello, I'm in South Africa. Now, just having a look at the charging things. Like this is the thing you've got to think about when you get to a place is like, can you charge your, cameras and phones and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking next to the bed. So there's, what's the plug? Okay, that's the plug. Okay, it's a different. Okay. Okay. USB. That's helpful. We have a USB. And what I also have is one of these travel adapters. This thing. So which one does this work with? So that's different. That's not round. Oh, no, I don't know. That's weird. Oh, that's it? That's it? There we go. Okay. It's good to, get your bearings, right? The only thing I really need to charge is my battery pack. Now, how do you charge your battery pack when it likes C to C? New age phones, right? They use the C port. The C port. And a lot of hotels these days, or this USB thing, this travel thing, has USB. It doesn't have the C. This battery pack special, I can charge my phone with the C, the USB to C, but to charge this, you have to go from C to C. Now I can't go into that, right? So lucky I brought this with me. So that's from home. That's my Australian chart. There we go. There we go. And that will go to that. And we should be able to charge. There we go, charging. There we go. And then I can plug a USB into there and charge other things. Hey, Miss M, how you going? What's the weather like? It's actually not so bad. Apparently they're having good weather at the moment. Apparently it's about 24 degrees through the day. It's quite cold tonight, so I'm not going outside, obviously. But yeah, it looks like it might be okay. But we had a 40-minute drive to where I'm staying, so and organise the trip. So when we got to my room, this was here. Welcome to Johannesburg, dear Leah and Muriara. I love this, right? Take a deep breath and let any worry slip away. Everything is arranged for your comfort and safety. Our trusted team is here to ensure a seamless holiday. From your transfers to your accommodation, we got everything we've got every detail covered, so you can relax and soak in the excitement of being here. So this is it, the company Encompass Africa. So obviously, I'm not saying where I'm staying, and Johannesburg is a very, very big place, right? So you won't find me live streaming outside, showing where I am or anything like that, just for safety, right? It's not like Bali. That's very, very touristy. I mean, this is very touristy too, but it's a little bit different, right, in Africa. And everyone I speak to, everyone's like, be careful, be careful. So like, you've got to be careful. So anyway, I wasn't going to come online. I was just going to quickly have a shower and go to bed. But to be honest, I really wanted to check in with you guys and let you know that I'm in Africa. I'm in Africa. So with part of this trip that I'm doing, Encompass travel, I'm not going to talk about how much money it was. It was quite a lot of money. It's not your normal backpacking trip. So, Dora, everyone knows that Dora's, a bit of a cheapskate. But this is a completely different trip, okay? I'm quite happy. I don't need anyone picking me up from from the airport and getting me through immigration or anything like that. I don't need someone to, take me to the hotel. But I can tell you today it was worth it because tired, haven't slept. But I would have made those decisions differently if I had booked my own accommodation. I would have got a cab right from the airport. But like when I went through immigration, the lineup was massive, like massive. There was 2 lineups, one for tourists or foreigners and one for South Africa. And there was not many people in the South African one. But because we had this VIP service, there was a guy that got us in the airport, South African line, inside they zoomed us up to this like fast track. So it's like a VIP, I think. So yeah, your girl Dora is not really a VIP kind of girl. But, hey, I paid for the service, so just telling you about it. So my friends that I'm traveling with, they're quite used to having those kind of transfers and that kind of stuff. I never do those things myself. I normally get to a place and try to figure it out myself. So just sharing my experiences. This is a completely different way of travel. Not saying that this will be my travel all the time, but when in Rome, why not? And then we got through immigration. That was really quick. We got to our bags, and our bags took ages because normally everyone's waiting in immigration for so long that you're waiting for your bags. When you come out, they're all there. But yeah, we had to wait for our bags, like 20 minutes for our bags. And then the guy that got us through the VIP introduced us to the driver when we got his kind of scooters through, I guess it's another security. I don't know why we didn't get checked, like a customs thing, but we didn't. We just went straight through. And then basically a driver picked us up and took us to a minivan, and said we've got 40-minute drive. And 40 minutes later, we're at a hotel. We got here about 11:15 at night. And yeah, checked in, and my room. My friend Leah's across the courtyard from me, and the other couple I think are somewhere else in the block. Yeah, so cool. Hey Sam, how you going? My channel is about gloves. Do you have any disposable gloves? Interesting. That's an interesting topic. I'm sure I do have disposable gloves on my trip with me. Oh, actually, I have gloves to go look at the mountain gorillas, but they're not the ones. They're like gardening gloves. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I think I just need to wind myself down. Tomorrow we're planning to do a activity around South Africa. We're only here for a day, and then we're going to another place. Obviously, not going to say exactly where I'm going, obviously. But yeah, when we got, oh, that's another thing. When we got out of, we walked out of, like, I guess, in the area, oh, I don't know. We walked out of some section where there was a whole lot of signs with people that, like, trying to find you, like all the family with signs. And there was a whole lot of people with these signs that said, Africa love you. And I thought, that's not for us, right? But there was like 5 or 6 of them. And then we walk through and then we hear this, like, all this woo woo, and like all like singing and stuff. So they were welcoming one of their friends in. So that was really quite nice actually to hear. I did get a bit of a video of it, but it's not, it wasn't captured from the front. But I was like, I'm in Africa. Wow, this is cool. And they had all animal statues everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to see a zebra one day and I'm going to see, an elephant. And I'm like, oh my God. So very, very fitting that I'm doing this Wild Encounter series. So if you haven't seen it, me doing a shameless plug, my last long form video is my first in the series. And of course it has to be one of my local animals that I love seeing. And you guys, people know what it is. When I go for walking on the beach, I always hope to see one of these animals. So that's my first video in the Wild Encounter series. I have scheduled 9 videos. Debbie Sue, can you believe it? I made another one this morning. And so 9 videos are now scheduled. That takes me all the way up to when I get home, the night I come home from Africa. Yeah, so anyway, that's pretty cool. Just continuing on yesterday, on my video, I was talking about how I was a bit stressed yesterday. It's amazing what 24 hours can do, right? I was stressed about, this is all my fault, right? The Ugandan visa that I couldn't get, and it was just, a mad rush to get it. I got an email this morning saying that they wanted more information. They didn't really want more information. They wanted another photo. So basically, you have to send them all these different things, but they wanted a passport photo. And I must have sent exactly the same passport photo as in my passport. I didn't realise it's the same photo, and they said they want a different one. Thankfully, Dora travels with, she carries her kitchen sink with her pretty much. I have 2 different sets of passport photos with me. I know I'm an overachiever, right? So anyway, I was able to take a photo of that, and then I sent it to Ben, aka Diego, and he did it for me because, my brain when I'm looking at that kind of stuff at the moment is a little bit just overheats. So anyway, he did it for me, and yeah, I got a message when I got onto the plane that my Ugandan visa was approved. Hey Wayne, how you going? So, hey Steve, how you going? Steve, guess what? I'm in Africa, South Africa. I just got here like about 2 hours ago. I'm just in my hotel room trying to chill myself down. Demon says, oh my God. Nathan Williams, hello there from Sir Nathaniel. Cool, that's a cool name. Good long time no see. I know, Wayne. Good time, long no see. How are you? So turned out to be a great morning this morning. I got my Ugandan visa through. That was really good. I was able to upload another video to my Wild Encounter series that has just started. So, check it out. Um, and yeah, I had a nice sleep in this morning, to be honest. And yeah, nice calm Uber ride to the airport. The airport nice and early. I met up with my friends. So that was nice. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to Africa today. Like, it was crazy. Like, we've been talking about going to Africa for so long now. And finally we're, on the, getting ready to go on the plane. So we had an 11-hour flight from Perth to Africa. So if we went from Brisbane, where I'm from, to Africa, it would have been a very long flight. But so from Brisbane to Perth was 5.5 hours. And then from Perth to Johannesburg is 11 hours or 10.5 hours. So yeah, it's long. So anyway, the aim was to stay awake for the whole trip. Hey Ray. Oh, hey Ray, how you going? Hello from Ohio. You're finally in Africa. I know, Ray. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so the idea was to stay awake so that you get here at night, because I got here at night time, and then sleep. So really it's 12:30, so I'm ready to go to bed soon. And yeah, wake up, we have breakfast included, and then I'm going to go do a bit of an adventure tomorrow. And I'll update you. I'm not going to tell you what guys I get up to, obviously, through the days, and where I'm going next or anything like that. But when I, at night time, I'll come back and do a little, update every now and then, if I can, if I can't. I've got Wi-Fi here, which is great. But I do have my eSIM. It is working. Confirm it is working. That's great. So I did pay for a global eSIM. So if you're not familiar, eSIMs are the things that like instead of a SIM card that you put in your phone, they're ones that you basically download onto your phone. And they give you some data that you can't use it for phone calls, but you can use it for data. Normally, hey Susie, how you going? Susie, guess what? We're in Africa. Can you believe it? I just got here like 2 hours ago. I'm in South Africa. It's crazy. Now look, obviously I'm away for 2 months, and at least the last thing I need to be thinking about is YouTube. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I did the I uploaded all those videos and they're scheduled. My Wild Encounter series is live, so go check it out. There'll be another one out next Thursday, Friday, I don't know, whatever time it is. But obviously I want to be able to be connected so that I can, if I need to use maps, send messages to my mum. My mum was very worried about me, so, I gave her a call. I gave Diego a call. And, some of my friends, I really do want to touch base with, and, so they know that, I'm okay. And, I also want to touch base with my friends too, like when you're traveling, it can be a little lonely sometimes. And even though I am traveling with friends, I'm not going to be that lonely, am I? But, it's nice to be able to touch base with home. So, yeah. So anyway, it wasn't easy to find an eSIM that I could go to these countries that I'm going to. So I'm going to about 5 different countries. So normally with eSIMs, you pay per country. There are some African ones that you can get like per group, but they don't always do all the countries. And Doco Matthew, okay. Debbie Sue got rid of him, quick as a flash. So anyway, I'm using Holify. There's many different companies you can use. I ended up getting a global SIM, which means that I can use them in any African country or any country, to be honest, at all. And I'm paying per month. So it's just a direct debit. So because I'm here for 2 months or just under 2 months. So the key will be I will cancel just before when I get home to Australia. So that way I'm covered. On my way home, I'm actually going through Singapore for about 12 hours. And Singapore is very expensive for eSIMs. So it's actually it's useful to have this so I don't have to get all these different SIMs or eSIMs. And I wasn't quite sure what the coverage would be like. I checked it out when I was in Australia because it's a global one. I can use it in Australia and it worked. I was like, phew. And then as soon as I got to here in the Africa, I turned it on and it worked. So yay, Holify, thank you. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I think if there's anyone got any questions, otherwise I think I'm going to go because, yeah, as I said, I want to keep it short and snappy. I don't want to bore you with the tears. I just want to say that I'm here, I'm well, we're all here. How is it going, Turkey? I'm going well, thank you. So anyone got any questions? Otherwise, I think I'm going to say good night or good morning or good afternoon. Have a great time. Thanks, Em. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired, so it's good. So I'm going to go have a shower and hit the bed. Otherwise, have a great rest. Thank you, Debbie Sue. Guys, I believe our friend Susan will be having her live in, I don't really know, I think it's 8 o'clock now, 8:30, probably 8:30, in an hour. So guys, Susan from High Country Homestead will be going live. Have fun dancing in the streets. I know. So guys, just FYI, on my way over from Brisbane to Perth, Dora didn't do any dancing in the toilets. You know what she's like, guys. She does like a little dance in the toilets. That just shows you where my mental state was. I was just really stressed. So I didn't even feel like dancing. As soon as I got on the plane in Perth, before we even took off, I put my bag in my seat and I went to the toilet, and guess what? She just did a freestyle. I mean, I had to go to the toilet anyway, but I just broke out in a dance. I'm like, I'm going to Africa. And when I got to South Africa, they had, like a rainbow, how they paint rainbows on the streets and stuff like that. They had rainbows, but in South African colours. And of course, I already did a dancing with Dora on the South African flags. It was cool. So anyway, stay tuned for that. I don't know when I'm going to do those. Doesn't matter really, to be honest. So that just tells you that Dora is in a better state of mind. Okay, when Dora's dancing, she's good. When Dora doesn't dance, you know there's something bad going on. Okay, calm yourself down, Dora. Calm yourself down. Hey, Brandon, how you going? So, hi, Jordan, how you going? So anyway, guys, thanks for checking in to say hello. Hope you're all well. And just, as a reminder, FYI, High Country Homestead's going live in about an hour. And that's all I have to say. What are you doing this Christmas? Well, actually, that's one thing I want to say. So my friend Jazz, so a lot of you guys know Jazz Nomad TV. She said that she was watching my replay of my live yesterday when I was, having a bit of not a breakdown, but I was just telling you about how I'd been a little bit stressed leading up to this trip, and that yesterday was a pretty stressful day. Anyway, Jazz said to me, she goes, you know what? Exactly how you were feeling. She goes, I feel very much the same on a lead up to her trip too. So a lot of you guys know that Jazz Nomad TV, I'm going to meet up with her in Zanzibar. She's about to go on a trip to Dubai, and then she'll go from Dubai to Zanzibar, and then that's where I'll meet up with Jazz. Are you a Japanese? No, but doesn't matter. And yeah, she was saying that she also gets a little bit stressed and anxious, like I was feeling. So isn't that interesting? And like Jazz is quite well travelled too, so I don't know what the story is about, why I'm feeling the same thing and Jazz is also feeling the same thing. So yeah, interesting, hey? What are you doing this year for your birthday? Well, I've already had my birthday. So I had a great day on my birthday, actually. My friends came over with a cake. We all had a cake for my birthday, which was lovely. Okay, we're talking about farts now. She's dark skinned, she's hip. Okay, doesn't really matter. Okay, guys, thanks for being here. I'll catch you later. See you, Debbie Sue. I hope everything's going well with you. Susie, great to see you, mate. Ray, great to see you. Matt, great to see you. Em, great to see you. Turkey, someone. I know that you're friends with Susie. Thank you, Susie, for inviting some of your friends over. and a whole lot of randoms in the chat. And when I say randoms, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I just don't know you, obviously, so you are random people in my chat. I'm happy to be random. You know, everyone that I've met in this chat, I used to be random people, so it's okay to be called random. I'm pretty random myself, okay? So I'm not being, I'm not being disgraceful, I'm not disrespectful, okay? But yeah, thanks for being here. Give it a bit of a thumbs up too, the video, the live. That always helps my video. Spider-Man, do you like people? I don't know. Do you like people?